god. How does this work? Alright, hi guys. This is literally my first game video. I have been dreaming to do something like Let's Play or I don't know, something along those lines, maybe Twitch or whatever, but I haven't had the time yet. And finally, now, I decided to do my first video, and what better choice of a game than a game that got me into properly gaming. And no, it's not Oblivion actually, it's Morrowind in the engine of Oblivion. So I came across those guys who are doing voluntarily mods that take Morrowind into Oblivion engine and later into Skyrim engine. They're doing the same with Oblivion for Skyrim engine. Absolutely amazing work. Absolutely amazing. Anyways, let's start new game here. I'll put the links in the description for those guys and where you can download it. They have very comprehensive explanation how to install it and everything. Anyways, this is the classic intro to Morrowind. My goodness, this is a blast from the past. No, this is not the first game I ever played at Nintendo, and I played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
First by carriage and now by boat.
This is the first game that showed me the absolute sheer amount of
for I am watchful.
Content that can be in a game. The whole world of possibility.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up.
And as you can see immediately, this is the Oblivion character creation. Alright, anyways, I always play with my own name, but let's just go. Imperial Elf. What else? Turn. Yes.
Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Alright, let's follow this guy. My goodness, this is absolutely amazing. Just FYI, I have a few mods installed in addition to the port. Mainly better faces or character overhaul and some graphic extensions.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
Sure thing, Shamir.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from when. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
This is funny how they skipped this. The initial character creation.
Good? Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released.
Alright. Custom class. Stealth. Agility and personality. Speechcraft sneak security. Down maximum light power. And that's run. Yeah. So I usually always play as a stealth character or a mage. In those previous games, such as Morrowind, I would always pick a stealth character, as I really didn't like the magic that much, the way it was done back in the day. Yes.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
That would be a thief sign. 10 points bonus to agility, speed, and luck. Thank you very much.
Interesting. Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Here's my papers. As you can see, not all models were replaced. Such as I remember, those trays and pots and cups were all original Morrowind stuff, as well as that paper.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Sellus Gravius.
The interesting thing is that they added some NPCs in the random places. For example, here, she wasn't here before, this lady, as in Morrowind. So, whereas I can take this dagger, no problem. That lockpick is actually under stealing. And if she catches me, she'll send me straight to the prison somewhere outside of the city, which is a drag because I don't have any weapons or anything except for that shitty dagger. Alright, plate, basket, and great ring of healing. Ah yes, my friend Fargath will need that.
Your papers, please.
I'll be taking those. I'm Captain Gravius, and this is Morrowind. My background is not important. I do have some papers for you, however.
As you remember, for those who actually played the original Morrowind, there was no voice acting for main dialogue, so you had to read most of it. There's like this big square with all the dialogue and choices and everything. However, with this port, it switches to Oblivion way of presenting the dialogue. And I also downloaded the voiced dialogues mod. As you can hear, it's not AAA quality, but it's still better than reading those humongous.
This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Cassius Cosides in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Cosides. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you, and a dispersal to your name.
If you say so. Alright. I'm done playing with that.
I wish this rain would stop it.
Me too. I'm in Ireland. It's constant rain here. That's it. So what time is it? It's 10:40 a.m. Alright, let's go find Fargath. As I remember, if I return the ring to him, the guy at the shop will give me a huge discount or something like that.
I haven't seen your face around here before. Would you like a little advice? Or are you looking for someone in particular?
Little advice.
You look like you can take care of yourself. And why don't you do something about those smugglers in Adamasata's cave? It's right over there near the Siltstrider port. Yet these guards, look at them, just strutting around. Someone must have paid them to ignore the smuggling going on here.
Those bastards. We're gonna teach them a lesson once I find Fargath and get my discount. But this game looks absolutely ridiculously amazing. Look at that. I mean, Morrowind is what, 15 years old now? Seeing as they are releasing Morrowind ESO expansion.
I'd be happy to talk. My pleasure.
You've got the better of me, so go ahead.
Huh, but it's not voiced with random NPCs, alright. So I really disliked the Oblivion minigame for the lockpicking. It was very frustrating for me. So another mod that I have here is Morrowind style lockpicking, where you just equip and try to pick a lock. There we go. There he is. Stop this motherfucker.
Can't you see I wish to be left alone?
Are you the one the boat dropped off? I swear.
Ring.
I swear. And in
Yes, I found
you found it! Amazing! Thank you, thank you. I'll be sure to.
And there we go. There is my
I have a feeling.
awesome discount. You see, I'm not sure if all the quests were implemented. I mean, on their website they said that most of the, as in the entire main story of Morrowind, Tribunal, and what's the werewolf expansion? Ugh, it skips my mind. All of those quests have been implemented, and most of the side quests as well, but can't seem to see Fargath sneaking up to that stump, as I remember, where he usually leaves his 300 gold. Ah well, I'll just have to... Ah! Well, that killed me.
Welcome, welcome to Areel's Trade House. I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions? Our most popular scrolls?
A great day to go shopping, Outlander.
Actually, look, his disposition is 100. Whereas if I didn't give the ring to Fargath, it would have been the normal 48, I believe. However, in the original Morrowind, as I recall, his disposition grows up to only 80 if I give the ring to Fargath. Anyway,
Are you interested in
I
purchasing?
need cheating bow and a bunch of... Oh crap, it's Huggle. Alright, let's not push our luck and go to 140. And yes. Okay. Little advice.
If you want to live to a ripe old age, buy a weapon. And as much armor as you can wear. And still be able to run from trouble. Buy a spell or two. And practice your skills. Don't practice on citizens. We call that foul murder. We don't like it. But you can kill smugglers and bandits and other outlaws all you like. Outlaws have no rights. Plenty of adventurers make a living from killing and looting outlaws. That smuggler scum down in Adamasata, for instance. Yeah, that cave down near the Siltstrider platform.
Something went very wrong here. Okay.
Outlander.
So I got my bow and I got my arrows. I'm all ready to kick some butt. Restoration skill increased. Should have crouched. Should have crouched. Ah, she didn't see me. Nice. Die! Well, that was anticlimactic. Dagger. Yeah. Damn graphics. As I recall, this is where the slaves are. There's two. There he is. I'm gonna snipe him. Oh, that didn't work. Woo! Missed me!
Die. You inward.
Die! He dead now. I killed him dead. Need to pick up my... Where are you at? There you are. And stupid! That is how we roll. Apprentice robe. And the bow is iron bow. As I recall, it's a little better. See what they did here? They actually took the models of characters out of Oblivion, but kept weapons and armor from Morrowind, which is absolutely amazing because, in my opinion, as the Elder Scrolls games progressed, they became more mainstream, dumbed down. I mean, like, nothing bad with that. You have more players, more people who buy your games, you have more money to spend on developing games. But I absolutely loved how you had to have many amounts of different probes and lockpicks to be able to open certain locks, and how you had absolutely unnecessary amount of weapons like throwing stars, knives, and spears and daggers, and they dumbed it down in Oblivion to blade and blunt for whatever reason, and then they further dumbed it down to two-handed and one-handed in Skyrim, which in my opinion was absolutely unnecessary. I mean, like, if you wanted to play a certain way, you didn't have to choose spear or blunt. You could have just chosen the short blade or long blade, but oh well. Open. And here's some slaves, which I prefer to free. Go free. Set the slave free. And something happens here. Usually, like in Oblivion, they used to stay and be very nice to you. To be honest, Skyrim was absolutely amazing, but what struck me absolutely ridiculously the most was that, if you remember in Oblivion, when you finished, say, Fighters Guild main quest, and became the boss of fighters, people recognized that, and whenever you would walk through the streets of, say, Coral or whatever, they would go closer, whatever the title was. Whereas in Skyrim, there was no apparent change in behavioral patterns of NPCs after major events took place within the world. So you would kill hundreds and hundreds of dragons and become the overseer of the companions, whatever his title was, and they would still only recognize the very first few deeds that he did, like join the companions or something. Which is a bit
Welcome
weird.
to Morroblivion Trade House.
I absolutely love the way Bethesda always opens up their games to the modders and the community, and people can really make that game their own, absolutely their own. Yeah, because I remember when I was playing Morrowind, the very first time my friend came over and he was like, "Oh dude, you should check out my game." And I went over to his place and he shows me that he has his own house and like mannequins on which he puts his armor. And to me it was such a big deal because before that I only played like Crash Bandicoot on PS1. And this game, the sheer scope of it, and that you could literally kill anybody within the game, essentially stopping your progress within the game, but still the freedom of it all was absolutely amazing. There's the guy who can buy my skooma. Let's get him to like us a little more. 75, it's done.
Does it have money?
Does it have money? Haggle. I also preferred the Morrowind way of selling stuff. You had two windows and you could just press on them and they would go to his inventory straight away. Oblivion and Skyrim has much dumbed down version of dialogue. It's much more streamlined, I guess. Only a few lines here and there. Whereas this was one of the proper ways of role-playing. Even now, I guess, but back in the day, again, if you remember Morrowind, you wouldn't be able to see those mountains. I believe the capabilities of the engine weren't good enough back then. And if we actually go back to, I don't know if you could fast travel. I think you can. Let's see. A little more. In Oblivion, there is a mod that allows you to cross from Morrowind into Cyrodiil and play the Cyrodiil game. The Oblivion game. So, look, if we point out into there, you see the big town, which is Vivek. And during the day, it's seen even better. There. You can practically discern the lines on the buildings. And if you remember, in Oblivion you couldn't do that. You would see, like, what yellow fog was it, or like some orange fog. I was replaying Oblivion recently, and what I noticed is that the very first few minutes of the game, when you get your bow in the dungeons, it prompts you to shoot at an old well, at a bucket above the old well. And when you do, the bucket tilts a little bit with the arrow, making it off balance, which struck me absolutely amazing because I don't think Skyrim has those kind of physics in it. Ah, there is the flying turd. Anyway, why am I here? I'm supposed to be in Balmora altogether. Look at the map. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely humongous. Remember 15 years ago we got this game and it was absolutely huge to everyone. Like, yes, now we have Witcher and Fallout and what do you call it? Grand Theft Auto with ridiculously huge maps, but this was on a whole new level back in the day. Anyways, we have to go see this what is it? Blades training. Also guys, stick to the end of the video because I will put I'll put same gameplay, just a few minutes of gameplay from original Morrowind, so you could just see how drastic the difference is, and yet how similar the whole experience.
What? Yes, I'm Caius Casades. But what do you mean you were told to report to Caius Casades? What are you talking about?
So now we are loading the original Morrowind. It's the same intro.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go.
There we go, the original game.
What's your name?
What is my name? Oh guys, I mean, like, seriously, when Vlad the Impaler discovered marshmallows, he was like, those things are fucking great.
Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Alright.
You better do what they say.
And let's go a little faster.
This is where they want you. Head down
The
to the
original
dock and I'll show you to
faces.
the census office.
You see? Oh, it's actually white fog, but you can't see even close to Vivek. I mean, like, you barely can see that rock over there.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
So I would play face. Oh, Wood Elf. To be honest, I have no mods on this game, and I don't have accurate striking, which actually is essential because I don't know how we played this game back in the day, because you can't hit shit with the original game. But anyways, let's go with Wood Elf. Okay.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
And we're going to the office.
Head on in.
He's no longer sitting in his chair.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Create custom class. Okay.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign.
Yes, I was.
And what would that be?
I don't know. I remember how frustrating it was to actually run super slow in this game, so I always used to pick the steed.
Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Gimme.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
It's actually funny how certain models should look better in this game than the modded version. If you look at this trait, it's more discernible that it's two scarabs as engraving on
to the
it.
next building and talk to Celisgravius.
So you see, there is no chick here who can tell you to stop looting everything. See how this menu is actually more helpful? So you can just drag and drop and F. Seriously. You see how easier it is to actually get the idea what's happening between you two? Okay, you're on your own now, good luck. That was a quick tutorial for a game that size. Ring. Yes, I found it. 100. Goodbye. So now, supposedly, I'm gonna have a guy here who's disposition towards me. Yeah, you see, 90, not 100 as in the modded version. Bye. To talk to this dude, recover some gold. Forget hiding place. I'll do it. So we're gonna steal that money, go buy us some armor and weapons, and go back to that cave and try to kill those smugglers. And see how that works out for us. Okay. Let's boogie! I got stuck. There we go. Notice how the bow is actually in another hand than the Oblivion version. And actually Skyrim too, they switched it to the left hand. Whereas here you're holding it in the right hand, meaning that you're actually a left-handed person. Okay. Well, that was... Ah, and I missed. And now I missed. Ah! This is ridiculous, I can't hit him even once. Oh, there we go. How is my unarmored skill just increased when I'm shooting him with a bow? Alright. Okay. And so this time we're not gonna free them, we're gonna actually target practice on them.
This one is no more.
So,
This one
throwing weapons.
is no more.
I am actually not doing that great against this slave. Could I just like hit him at least once? Oh, I fell because stamina worked that way in Morrowind. If you had no stamina, you fall. Yep, sounds about right. Magic. Oh, magic is here. Finally.
So small and tasty. I will enjoy eating you.
Okay. It seems that this is how my journey gonna end. See if any of those gonna help me. It doesn't seem so. There we go. Come on, die! Oh, Jesus! Please don't kill me. I didn't mean to throw stars at you. Nope. There we go. This is a bit unfair. Oh, there we go. So yeah, that's gonna finish our journey in Morrowind for now. Thanks for watching.